This is Leon, your host with the most, and um, I'm back. Uh, it took me a while because I mentioned this one too many times. I have been dealing with things, and like I mentioned, most of them personal. Give me a sec. Um, but yeah, hopefully I'm back for sure. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos al Rincón de León. Les habla su anfitrión León. Sé que he estado ausente por mucho tiempo, pero he estado lidiando con muchas cosas y como ya he dicho antes, la mayoría en lo personal. ¿Cómo se encuentran todos el día de hoy? Hoy vamos a hablar, bueno, hoy voy a empezar una serie llamada La Crónica de Final Fantasy VII. Ya sé que he hablado mucho de este juego antes, pero para los que están um, viéndome por primera vez son o ya me han visto, quizás sepan, quizás estén relacionados, pero en fin. Esta va a ser una miniserie. Oh, sorry. So, guys, before I start, yeah. So this is gonna be a mini series. It's gonna cover all the Final Fantasy VII uh, games up to the movie. So I'll be I'll be covering
So I'll be covering
all the games plus the movie and
all
the
the games
novel.
plus the movie and the novel.
However, I won't cover all the audio
However,
novels
I won't cover
because
all the audio
they happen to
novels
be within the
because
game. The events that
they
happened
happen to be within
uh,
the game.
within the
The
game
events
that
that happen
nobody
uh, within the
knows
game
of
that
or
nobody
they didn't um,
knows of or didn't
they just left
um,
out for the novel, I guess.
they just
So,
left
damas y
out
caballeros,
for the novel, I guess. So,
voy a
damas y
cubrir
caballeros,
todos los juegos de Final Fantasy, incluyendo la
de
novela
Final Fantasy,
y
incluyendo
la película.
la novela y la película.
Okay, but
Okay,
before I
but
we start
before
this,
I
actually, I wanna go
we
with
start
some
this,
crown rolls, and you guys know
I
all
wanna
about the
go
rolls.
with some ground rules and you guys know all about the rules.
But we'll cover them anyway.
But we'll
Antes de
cover them anyway.
empezar, vamos a
Antes de
cubrir
empezar,
las reglas.
vamos
Y
a
ya he
cubrir
hablado de
las
ellas antes,
reglas.
pero es necesario
Y
de
ya
que
he
las
hablado de ellas antes, pero es necesario
ah,
de que las
ah, hable ahora.
uh, uh, hable ahora.
So yeah, folks, rule number one is
So yeah, folks, rule number one is
no advertising whatsoever.
no advertising
This channel does not
whatsoever.
tolerate advertising. If
This
you wanna
channel does not
advertise
tolerate
yourselves or
advertising.
other people,
If you
then
wanna
um,
advertise
you'll be
yourselves
asked to
or
leave.
other people, then um, you'll be asked to leave.
You'll be warned. Uh,
You'll be warned,
um, 3 times. After
and
the third time, you'll be banned from the
three
channel.
times. After the third time, you'll be banned from the channel.
Rule number two, no bad
Rule number
talking,
two:
no bad comments whatsoever.
no bad talking, no bad comments whatsoever.
And um,
And um,
you guys could use, of course,
you guys could just
language,
you
but be
guys could
careful.
just
Do not
of course
back talk to me or
language,
talk
but
to me
be
bad.
careful. Do not
There
back
were
talk
some
to me or
problems in the
talk to me
past,
bad. We there were some problems in the
so
past,
just keep that in
so
mind.
just keep that in mind.
And third rule deals with the challenges.
And third rule deals with the challenges.
Challenges are welcome
Challenges are welcome
anytime, as long
anytime,
as
as
uh,
long
I don't get hurt
as
or other people
uh,
get hurt in the
I
process.
don't get hurt or
So
other
yeah,
people get hurt in the process. So yeah,
saying that, we will have some fun, and we're gonna kick off the first part
we're
of
gonna
the
kick off the
Chronicles of
first
Final
part
Fantasy
of
7.
the
Damas y
Chronicles of Final
caballeros,
Fantasy VII.
vamos a cubrir las
Damas y
reglas
caballeros,
antes de que
vamos a
continuemos.
cubrir las reglas antes de que continuemos.
Regla número uno.
Regla número uno:
No, no publiquen o no,
no,
no publiquen sobre ustedes o no o no publiquen otras personas.
no
Esto
publiquen
no va a ser
otras
tolerado en
personas.
este canal.
Esto no va a ser tolerado en este canal.
Se les dará um,
Se les dará
avisos.
um,
Después
avisos.
del tercer aviso, serán puestos en la lista de eliminación. Regla número 2. Y este es importante. Hubieron problemas en el pasado. No hablar mal. No hablar mal. Bueno, cada quien se expresa como quiere, pero si van a crear problemas insultándome a mí, ya pasó en el pasado, por eso es que le estoy diciendo antes. Esto, lo que va a pasar es que se les darán 3 avisos y si siguen estarán marcados en la lista de los que no pueden estar en el canal. Número 3, los retos. Los retos son bienvenidos en cualquier tiempo. Esto, siempre y cuando no uno se lastime o yo me lastime, esa es la única regla con los retos. Diciendo esto, vamos a empezar la cronología de Final Fantasy VII. Pero antes viene la pregunta del día. ¿Quién es su personaje de Final Fantasy VII y por qué? So guys, we're starting with Final Fantasy VII. And today's question is, who's your favorite character of Final Fantasy VII and why? Okay. Now, Final Fantasy VII, its breakdown as Final Fantasy VII breaks down as follows. Crisis Core. No. Sorry. It's before Crisis, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, which is the movie. Then Dirge of Cerberus. La historia de Final Fantasy VII está en diferentes partes. Primero es Before Crisis, luego es Crisis Core, seguido por Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children y Dirge of Cerberus. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Before Advent Children is Advent Children the novel, which is which leads into the movie. Damas y caballeros, olvidé decir que la novela Advent Children también toma parte de esta cronología porque entra en o porque describe el principio de la película o es um, sí, sí, es lo primero que va a pasar antes de la película. Mm. Okay, guys, so today, part one, we'll be talking about Crisis Core. No, 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 sorry. Guys, I'm just coming back and I'm kind of rusty right now. Just today started, and one of the things is I'm happy because I was able to upgrade my equipment. Yay! Sadly enough, I lost three computers out of five, but that's good. I still have two computers, a tablet, couple phones, and um, the latest editions is a good set of lighting. So I did upgrade my equipment. Anyway, the first part is before crisis, and I'm gonna be doing this one at a time because there's a lot to cover, and it's kind of neat that instead of doing everything at once, it would be like a mini series. So, damas y caballeros, lo que voy a hacer es voy a hablar de cada una de estas partes y lo voy a hacer una por una para que porque va a ser una miniserie. Mejor que hacerlo todo al corrido. Así que empecemos. So, before crisis, um, this game was the first of the Final Fantasy, of course, the first of the the first uh, episode in the Final Fantasy 7 series. It is the beginning of the fight between Shinra and terrorist group known as Avalanche. But there's more. There's more than just um, than the fight between Shinra and Avalanche. There's also a conspiracy within Shinra which leads to the Turks to kidnap President Shinra's son, Rufus Shinra. Okay, so basically, this game was a cell phone game, and this game never came to the United States. Um, it would have been cool, but yeah, It's one of those games that will never happen. Although I did hear there was somebody managed to do like a or get it, but anyway, Damas y Caballeros, este primer juego nunca vino a los Estados Unidos porque era para los teléfonos, especialmente el tipo de teléfono de um, ahí en el Japón. Y esto, en fin, la historia se basa en el grupo los Turks, que era el centro de investigaciones de Shinra. Um, y ellos están investigando, haciendo investigaciones sobre lo que de todos los eventos hasta lo del el grupo Avalanche. Eh, cada cosa los lleva más y más, um, porque hay traiciones en ambos grupos, como dije, los Turks o turcos, ellos tenían investigaciones, pero algo pasó que los llevó a que el presidente de Shinra quisiera deshacerse del grupo. Y por eso fue que ellos decidieron raptar a Rufus. Pero fuera de ello, en un último intento o evento, lo- ellos, ellos hacen una última misión y lo que pasa con esta última misión, todos mueren excepto tres miembros que son Zen, Reno y Rude. With all the things that had happened, all the chaos, everything that had happened, um, there's a final battle, well, a final mission where all the Turks um, defied President Shinra, and they, sadly enough, they're all wiped out with the exception of three members. sang um, Reno and Rude.
um, Reno and Ruth.
So yeah, those
So yeah,
three were the
uh,
last remain members of
three
the
were
Turks
the
that were
last remain
that survived.
members of the Turks that survived. That survived.
Ellos, ellos fueron los únicos miembros de, que
Fueron los únicos
sobrevivieron.
miembros de, que sobrevivieron. Que sobrevivieron.
You know, guys, I kind of feel that it's gonna be a short thing, so I'm gonna also talk about Crisis Core, just to do the first two games, just for the sake
The first two games just for the sake
of argument. Damas y caballeros, como no tenía mucha información
damas y caballeros,
del
como no
primer
tenía
juego,
mucha
voy a hacer
información
el segundo
del
juego que se
primer
llama
juego, voy
Crisis
a
Core.
hacer el segundo juego que se llama Crisis Core.
Que es allí los
Allí
personajes principales son,
los personajes
um,
principales son, um,
bueno, sí, mencionando los tres
bueno, sí,
soldados clase
mencionando
1,
los tres
Sephiroth, Genesis
soldados
y
clase 1,
Angel.
Sephiroth, Genesis
Pero
y
el
Angel.
personaje principal en la
Pero
historia
el
es Zack.
personaje principal en la historia es Zack.
So yeah, if I could say the main
So yeah, if I could
characters
say
within Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core
characters within Final Fantasy
would be
VII Crisis
Sephiroth,
Core
Genesis, and
would
Angel.
be Sephiroth, Genesis,
However,
and Jill.
the main
However,
character is
the main
Sephiroth.
character is Sephiroth.
So the story goes as
So the story goes as
Zack starts
Zack
training to become a soldier. He wanted to become a
starts
soldier.
training to become a soldier. He wanted to become a
And
soldier.
the funny thing is, in you see on the opening,
And
he's
the funny
of
thing
the
is,
game,
you see on the opening of the game,
he's going through a simulation of him
he's
fighting in
through a
Midgar,
simulation of him fighting in Midgar,
and everything goes good until the fact that
and everything goes
Sephiroth
good
just
until the fact that
appears and
Sephiroth just
stops among his tracks.
appears and stops among his tracks.
The thing is, yeah, it was a simulation, but I
The thing
guess
is, yeah, it was a simulation,
Angel
but
kind of
I guess
wasn't aware
Angel
of the
kind of
situation, so
kind of wasn't aware of the situation, so
he stops the simulation and
he stops the
leaving
simulation
Stack
and
like
leaving
completely
Stack like
um
completely um
I can s- oh I can say he
I can
Stack was kind of mad
I
in a
can
sense
say
because
Stack was
he
kind of
wanted to
mad in
continue
a
and he
sense
had to
because
stop the
he wanted
training.
to continue and he had to stop.
So, damas y caballeros, sí,
So, damas y caballeros, sí,
lo que pasó en el principio podemos ver
lo que pasó
Zack
en el
entrenando
principio podemos ver
en un
Zack
simulacro en The
entrenando
Midgar y de
en un
repente
simulacro
todo va bien
The Midgar
hasta que
y de repente todo va bien
Sephiroth
hasta que
aparece y
Sephiroth
casi
aparece
lo
y
elimina, pero
casi
Angel
lo elimina,
and
pero
Jill
Angel and
lo logra
Jill
parar y detiene la simulación.
lo logra parar y detiene la simulación. Lo logra parar y detiene la simulación.
So later on,
So
um,
later on,
Sax dispatched to Wotan along with Angel,
Sex
and
dispatched
that's
to
to
Wotan
stop
along
him
with
from
Angel, and that's to stop
uh,
them
from advancing with their plans. Of course,
from
um,
advancing with their plans. Of
that's when
um,
Genesis disappears.
that's when Genesis disappears. He
And strangely enough, Angel. But the thing is,
strangely enough, Angel.
after
The thing
leaving
is,
Wotai,
after
Zack was
leaving
ordered
Wotai,
to
Zack was
take
ordered to take
Director Lazard to safety.
director Lazard to safety.
And it's funny, Cifras had joined, but only
It's funny,
Cifra
Cifras had joined, but
and
only Cifras
Zack
and
were able to meet up with Lazard, and
Zack were able to
Sephiroth
meet up
began
with
to
Lazard,
think
and
that Angel
Sephiroth
was a
began to
traitor.
think that Angel was a traitor.
But of course, Zack
But of
believed that
course,
that wasn't that
Zack
case.
Zack
Um,
believed that that wasn't the case.
lo que pasó fue que en esta misión a Wutai, um,
Lo que pasó fue que en esta misión a Wotai, um,
al dejar al, al dejar
al
todo,
dejar
Angel desaparece y
al dejar todo,
Cifros
Angel
se une a la batalla y
desaparece
los únicos que
Cifros se
aparecen de
une a la
vuelta
batalla y
y
los únicos que
llevando al
aparecen
director Lazar a un lugar, al helicóptero son Zack y Cifros.
al
Y ahí
helicóptero
es
son
donde
Cifros. Y
Angel
ahí es
desaparece.
donde Angel
Y
desaparece.
Cifros empieza a sospechar que Angel es un
Y
traidor.
Cifros empieza a sospechar que Angel es un traidor.
So time passes by, and
So time passes by,
because of
and
Zack's performance during the War of Hutai,
because of Zack's performance
he's
during the
promoted
War
to
of
first
Hutai,
class.
he's promoted to first
And
class.
what happened to Angel and Gil, both Angel and Genesis has
What happened to
disappeared.
Gil and
So
Gil, both Gil and Genesis has
so
disappeared.
um,
So um,
Zack is dispatched to um,
Zack is dispatched to
where
um,
was it?
what was it?
Um, oh man.
Oh man.
Um,
Um,
he had several missions. Once with Sing, where
he had several
he
missions.
goes
Once with
to
Sing, where
certain
he
place to
goes
look for Angel, but I
certain
mean
place to look for Angel, but I
he
mean
doesn't succeed.
he
And
doesn't
with
succeed.
as the as time passes by,
And
Cephas's suspicions about Angel being a traitor keep on growing because it's funny that he disappeared and he didn't left any word. So Zack fue enviado a más misiones y con el tiempo Cephas empieza a sospechar más de la desaparición de Angel y empieza a creer que en verdad Angel es un traidor, pero no hay coincidencia no es coincidencia porque los dos desaparecieron. Y la cosa es que Angel, lo, Angel, Cephas y Genesis eran amigos. Hay una parte donde Cephas explica que eran buenos amigos y en una batalla, no una batalla, pero en un entrenamiento todo cambió. Genesis es herido gravemente y necesitaba sangre y Siegfried quería ayudar, pero fue Angel el que lo ayudó. Y luego pasó lo que pasó, que Genesis desapareció y so yeah, that's the thing about the whole thing is that Zach, Angel, Cephas, and Genesis, they were friends, and and things changed during a training battle. Um, Genesis gets injured really bad, and Cephas was told that Genesis needed blood, and Cephas wanted to help, but Angel was the one who did it. Somehow Zephyrus felt that it should have been him, but bad because he always studied it should have been him. So that they were it's funny because before one of the missions, Zack goes out and he goes and I I don't know, he meets Aerith, and I forgot I forgot how those two met. I honestly um I know I did play the game, and I just forgot how they met, but I know Eretz fell in love with Zack, and one of the things is that yeah, I think he's the one that crashed on the church But I one thing I do remember is that Zack had promised Tara that he was going to fix a wagon for her before leaving to that particular mission. And what's just hilarious because the first card was a little card. I mean, I remember you have part of the side things you gotta do is build there is a flower card. So yeah. Bueno, en una de sus misiones antes de irse de alguna forma, no recuerdo bien de historia, yo sé que Zack conoce a Ares y se enamoran, pero eh, recuerdo que hay una parte donde tienen, Zack tiene que hacerle un carro de flores a Ares, él le prometió a Ares que tenía que hacer un carro le iba a hacer un carro para sus flores, porque le dio la idea de vender flores en Midgar. Entonces, le prometió hacerle un carro y para las flores y juntó un poco de material, pero no era exactamente lo que lo que Ares esperaba. En fin, so later on in the game, um, Zack does face Angel because he's dispatched to um, to Genesis hometown, and so it happened that Angel used to live in the same place Genesis lived. If you remember on Angel tells the story of how poor he was and the whole thing about the dumb apples, which they were called the Venora apples. He told them the story in the beginning. If you remember, um, and Jill does tell him that his best friend was the owner of the of the tree that had the best of apples. That's why he couldn't get any apples from that tree. So, si se recuerdan, en el principio, Angel le cuenta a Zack acerca de las manzanas. Le cuenta que era tan pobre que tenía que conseguir manzanas de un lado, efectivamente las robaba, pero dice que hay un árbol en particular que tenía las mejores de las manzanas y que ese era el único árbol que no tocaba, porque el padre de el padre de su amigo. Bueno,
el
él era el mejor amigo del dueño del árbol
mejor amigo del dueño del árbol
y por eso tenía tanto respeto.
y por eso tenía tanto respeto.
Así que llega el punto donde
Así que llega el punto donde
Zack pelea contra Jill,
Zack
pero
pelea contra
él
Jill,
se fusionó
pero él se
con
fusionó con
unas bestias y
unas
por más
bestias
que Zack no que
por más que
Zack no quería pelear contra Jill, fue forzado a pelear con él.
fue forzado a pelear con él.
Zack sabía que era él o era Jill.
Zack sabía que era él o era yo.
So yeah, later on, Zack faces Jill,
Yeah,
and it pained Zack because he had to fight his best friend who fused himself with several beasts, and he had no choice but to fight them
and he
whatsoever.
had no choice but to fight him whatsoever.
Then, of course,
Then, of
after
course,
that,
after that,
Angel left him the Buster Sword.
of course,
And
Angel left him the Buster Sword.
one of the things about the Buster Sword that meant it
One of
was
the things
Angel's
about the
way
Buster Sword that meant
of
it was a Gil's way of
remembering his honor.
remem-
So Angel
remembering his
hands
honor.
the Buster Sword to
So,
Zack.
and Gil hands the Buster Sword to Zack.
As time passes, Zack meets Cloud,
As time passes, Zack meets
and
Cloud,
it's funny because
and
they
funny
become
because
good friends. I mean,
they become uh, they become good friends. I mean,
um,
um,
they go on missions together, and
they go on missions together, and they go on missions together, and
I think it did hurt Cloud more the fact
I
that
think it did hurt
um,
Cloud more the fact that
he had to go back
um,
to his hometown and
he had
Tifa's
to go back to his
hometown,
hometown and Tifa's hometown,
which is
which is
what's their hometown? God, I forget the name of their hometown.
God, I forget the name of their hometown.
Man, I really forget. But anyway, they go back.
I
Nevlehem.
really forget. But anyway, they go back.
Nevlehem, I think.
Neblechem.
So he
Neblechem.
goes back.
So
Um,
he goes back.
but the thing is, of course,
But the thing is, of course,
he was ashamed that he had to wear his he wasn't a first class soldier. I'm gonna explain that side of the story uh, on Final Fantasy 7, and you'll know why. But okay, so anyway, there's two soldiers that go with Cifras and wait a second. Okay, so okay, so small reminder, I got channel points that you could get. Sorry, no advertising, please.
No advertising, please. No advertising, please.
Chau. ¿No ves que estoy en vivo? No, no, está bien, pero bájale al menos. Bájale un poco. So yeah, God, I forgot. I lost train of thought right now. So they go to Nibelheim. They have to explore a reactor that was having problems, and nonetheless, Cyphers gets haywired and turns crazy and burns that town afterwards because he found out that he was an experiment. As a matter of fact, one of Hojo's experiments. So he burns the town. He joins Genova, and that's when Zack goes. Tifa is mad because of the fact that Sifra wiped out her town, killed her dad, and no. So Zack goes in, sees Tifa injured. Tifa tells him that she hates everybody, even him. And Zack tells her, "Well, I'm not expecting you to forgive me, but to just hold on." So Zack gets thrown out of the room like nothing, crashes in one of the tanks, and he's really hurt. So a soldier just runs in, and that soldier was Cloud. Tifa wasn't aware of the whole thing, but she was glad to see Cloud anyway. Cloud rushes, stabs Sephiroth, and they hold the fight where Cloud defeats Sephiroth, but he was badly hurt. So both him and Zack are taken to what's known as the Shinra Mansion. for further investigations.
for further investigations. For further investigations. For further investigations.
Ok. So, lo que pasó, damas y caballeros, fue que Cifra, al llegar allí, Cifra se volvió se volvió loco porque resulta que descubrió que él era uno de los experimentos y por eso él fue que destruyó el lugar. Tifa corrió detrás de él y vio que su papá fue, bueno, que él lo mató. Ella entra con la espada, trata de hacerle algo a Cifrod, pero no puede y es herida es herida gravemente, pero se salva. Al saber exacto lo que pasó, ve a Tifa y le pregunta qué fue lo que, si Cifrod había hecho eso. Y Tifa le dice que odia a todos, incluyéndolo a él. Y Zack le dice, bueno, esto, no puedo, no quiero que me perdones, pero voy a hacerme cargo de esto. Como que tomó responsabilidad de lo que había pasado.
Como que tomó responsabilidad de lo que había pasado.
Y Zack es herido y luego Cloud llega, ve a Tifa y pelea con Cifras. Y también es herido y los dos son transferidos a la mansión Shinra.
Son transferidos a la mansión Shinra.
Hay otras cosas que pasan durante el juego que no recuerdo mucho después del incidente del escape de la mansión, pero sé que una de ellas es que Zack regresa a al pueblo donde vivía Genesis en Gio y pelea con Genesis. En una batalla final, Genesis agarra tanto poder que se hace casi un caballero enorme y fuerte. So yeah, there were a few things that I kind of forgot about the things, but I know there's a part where before where you have to go back and fight Genesis, which he did. He talked about the gift of the goddess. So many times he quoted Loveless, and there was one thing he did where he becomes amazingly strong and big and a super well, kind of a knight, if I remember correctly. But things are kind of weird at this point. I Because it kind of goes into blends with Final Fantasy VII. So it's kind of hard to remember most of the things. However, I do remember one thing though. At the end of that battle, uh, Genesis. You bring back Genesis' body and you sit him up on a chair along with director Lazard, who at that point turned into Angel, but he degenerated due to the um. Oh, I can remember. He did the same thing, and he was looking for the same thing and Jill and oh man, Genesis. It was there was something that made him degrade, but I forgot the whole thing right now. Anyway, he puts he and Cloud's body, so he sets all three bodies together, and he gives each one a dumb apple, remembering the story that Angel told him. And and it's funny because when he bites the apple, Genesis asked him, does it taste good? And Zack just looks and he makes that thing that, yeah, it does, like it did. But anyway, it gets a bit confusing later on because after that they leave, um and they leave Genesis behind, and there's a Shinra helicopter with some guys picking up Genesis' body, and then they take it away. So anyway, at this point, Cloud and Zack are trying to escape. They were trying to reach Midgard, but they were stopped by Shinra's soldiers. So here's the thing: there's a whole bunch of soldiers, and Zack fights all of them. Sadly enough, Zack's um, get gets eliminated. At this point, the game takes control on its own. You're controlling Zack, but at this point, you not longer have control. The machine takes over the controls, and you see Zack remembering things that happened, like his encounter with Ares, his encounter with Cloud, his encounter with Disney, everybody. So he starts remember everything until he blanks out. So then you see him laying down on the ground. Yeah, he got shot. So you don't see him getting shot, but afterwards you see him on the ground, and Cloud get close to him, and Zack is of course he tells them that he has to leave, and he gives them the Buster Sword and tells them that he's actually giving him his dreams and his honor, just like Angel did. And and thing is that at this point Cloud could not think properly because of the um he's been put on Mako. Um, so Zack tells him that all his dreams and everything, and that he's as a matter of fact, Cloud become he tells Cloud, "You're my living legacy," and Cloud promised him that yeah, he is. So he walks to Midgar, and I, I for once I at the end I well what can I say, that's Cloud just moves on, and there's this theme song called "Why," and you see um, Zack just looking like the sky, and he's been pulled up, and he remembers what Angel told him in the beginning, because he told Angel he wanted to be a hero, and Angel, these were Angel's words. Um, you gotta embrace your dreams if you wanna be a hero. No, wait. God, what was it? Give me a second. Um, if you wanna be a hero, you have to have dreams. Okay. So, um, Angel tells Zack, if you wanna be a hero, you have to um right. Um, Man, it goes back way back. I actually can't believe I forget this. Oh yeah, he tells Zack to embrace his dreams, and he has to have, in order to be a hero, you have to have dreams and honor. And Zack remembered that. So so you see Zack, and he's feeling like relieved in a sense, and he even asked the question whether he became a hero or not. If he became a hero. I think the whole thing was embrace your dreams. If you wanna be a hero, if you wanna be a hero, you have to have dreams and honor. Something like that. I forget the whole thing. Damas y caballeros, el final de este juego fue algo que am, fue impactante. Por decir, Zack le da la espada a Cloud y le dice que sus sueños ahora son de él y que tú eres mi legado viviente. Y Cloud le promete que sí. Entonces ya luego muere Zack y empieza la canción llamada Why. Y mientras eso pasa, ves a Cloud caminando. Bueno, dice gracias, Zack. Lo ves caminando mientras toda esta canción pasa, y no solo eso, pero en ese momento Zack abre los ojos y se hace la pregunta que si se convirtió en un héroe. Allí la cuestión es sí o no, pero en mi opinión sí. So yeah, you can tell he did become a hero at the end. Bueno, damas y caballeros, hemos llegado al final de esta transmisión. Espero que les haya gustado, y para la esto Como siempre digo, cuídense, cuídense el uno al otro. ¿Mm?
Cuídense el uno al otro.
Ah, hagan bien y no miren a quién, ¿ok? Entonces se despide León diciendo que tengan un buen día y nos vemos hasta el próximo video.
Y nos vemos hasta el próximo video.
Hasta la próxima. um,
Hasta la próxima.
so yeah, folks, it's time for me to wrap things over.
Folks,
I think we went over the
I think we went
hour.
over
Yeah. So all I gotta say is
So all I gotta say is
take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Mm?
take care of one another.
And till this, then this is Leon signing out.
And
Peace out.
this is Leon signing out. Peace out.